Hey guys, so Entertainment Weekly just recently released the early set photos for the upcoming Mortal Kombat 2 film. I guess it's highly anticipated. I mean, there's so many mixed reviews on the first one that I wasn't even sure we were really going to get a second one, but lo and behold, here it is. It actually is a real thing at this point. So, I was actually going to wait to kind of talk about these photos until the actual trailer dropped, but I keep getting asked questions about what I thought about the photos that came out because I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan. So I figured, hell, I need a video to come out. Why not start with this particular one? So I'm going to give you my thoughts only on the set photos that came out. I have a lot of other thoughts about what I'm expecting out of this particular film, but I'll wait till the trailer comes out because I feel like it's not really fair. So if you haven't seen the photos already, there was actually about 4 photos that dropped. One of, what's his name? Martin Ford playing Shao Kahn. Carl Urban playing Johnny Cage, which we'll definitely get into it. Adeline Rudolph playing Katana. And obviously Hiroyuki Sanada returning as Scorpion. Now, I'm going to go ahead and talk about each one and kind of give you my thoughts about each one. Trust me, just spoiler alert, it's not going to always be good. A lot's gonna be bad, but we're definitely gonna talk about what there are. First, let's go ahead and start off with what's his name? His name is Martin Ford. Let's go ahead and start with Martin Ford and his look at Shao Kahn. Hot garbage. Hot garbage. What is so hard for them to do Shao Kahn? Look, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, for the crap fest that it was as a movie, at least they gave us a good interpretation of Shao Kahn. How hard is it to do a helmet with a bone face on the front of it and a muscle with a muscle guy? I don't really get. Now I know Martin Ford is he's a big presence. He looks like the Mountain, to be honest, or even the guy who played Reiko in the first one. He's a big presence. If you ever seen him in Sandman and stuff like that, I think he's probably a great choice. But this first image was just a bad image. It just looks like somebody had it looks like a Scorpion fatality. It looks like somebody had roasted a person wearing kind of like a skull mask, or maybe that's his skull, and wearing a helmet with some spikes on it. This is not a good look for a first image to come out of this particular movie, especially since Shao Kahn is going to be the biggest part of the sequel to Mortal Kombat. I'm hoping that the trailer will show more, because if this thing is just heavily CGI'd with a person with like a body and a bone head, I'm going to be so very upset. Who was the guy that played him originally? I believe it was Brian Thompson. He played him originally in Mortal Kombat Annihilation. That's what we expect, that type of guy, and he did a horrible job playing him, so I hope Martin Ford is a better actor than that. But that's what I'm looking for as far as the presence on screen to play Shao Kahn. So, I mean, it's a big swing and a miss at this particular point, Mortal Kombat 2. Guys, get it together. All right, so second photo. We're going to talk about the Carl Urban Johnny Cage. First and foremost, it just made me really realize that how old Carl Urban is. And I know the Johnny Cage character is about an aging action star who is still trying to kind of prove that he is a martial artist and that he's still legit. I get that, but 52? Seriously, 52. Why couldn't we get Ryan Reynolds? I think Ryan Reynolds said he was up for it. Just give him like percentages off the movie itself and what it makes. I know Ryan Reynolds would have basically taken over this movie, but damn it, he would have been a better choice as Johnny Cage. As a matter of fact, I am on more board with having The Miz, and I know that's been a big movement for a while to have The Miz play Johnny Cage, but you know what? The Miz is an athlete, and I know that he can definitely do all the martial arts in it if you just give it to him. I'm sure he could definitely do it, and The Miz is like in his 30s. Come on. Even the original actor, what was his name? Lyndon Ashby, he was in his 30s when he did this particular film. Was Carl Urban a big enough name for you to say, I don't care that he's 52? This is really making me think of Captain America when having Giancarlo Esposito play a role that really should have went out to Seth Rollins. Dude, I know it's too late and it is what it is, but Carl Urban is not what's going to sell this movie. More accuracy and legitimacy to what the original film was and what the actual source material is from the video game is what actually is going to sell this movie, not 52-year-old Carl Urban. But hey, it is what it is, and I mean, he's got kind of the spiky hair and the sunglasses. I guess if they get him a good stunt actor, but all I'm gonna say is that, well, that's not Carl Urban, that's his stunt actor. That's not Carl Urban, that's his stunt actor. This is like Indiana Jones and his stunt actor when he did that movie when he was 175 years old. All right, So I'm gonna calm down with that. Maybe the trailer will sell me on it, but once again, we're striking out here. We're at 0-2 on the count. Let's go. Next photo they had up there was of Katana, and I think that's being played by Adeline Rudolph. And I think this is a definitely hit. This is a home run out of the park. There you go. This is exactly everything that I wanted out of at least a look of Katana. I know Talisa Soto did her in the original film, and it was passable for what it was. She just was not an athlete or a martial artist, so it was really, really bad seeing her fight. It was more for her for look and dialogue as far as what they gave in that particular movie, and she did what she was supposed to do. Now, Adeline Rudolph, I don't know much about her. I think it said she was some Sabrina movie when I was looking it up. I'm hoping that a newcomer that somehow we can kind of settle in and accept her in the role does work. She has the outright look. I mean, obviously, a beautiful Asian woman. I mean, it kind of makes it easier, but she has the bracer, fans, and the bodysuit like Katana. I mean, the only way that they could have done it better is if they had put her in that little one-piece thing that they had done in the original Mortal Kombat video game. So I'm very, very happy. I hope that she can act and I'll get more out of it. And I hope that she's a better fighter than Talisa Soto. All right, on to our last one. And that's going to be Hiroyuki Sanada playing Scorpion. It's a Scorpion costume is all I can say. Look, Hiroyuki Sanada did a great job in the first one. He didn't have a lot of lines, but he's a great actor. So if they give him more lines, I definitely get it. Now, for him bringing him back in Mortal Kombat 2, if we're referencing the game, yeah, it makes sense. For the movie's sake, from the first one, it's kind of like, why? Unless they're going to bring back Bi-Han. And yes, I did look at the casting. They are casting Bi-Han or Kuai Liang, which they don't have a casting for. So I guess they're going to jump past the Kuai Liang thing and just go right to Bi-Han as Noob Saibot? Maybe? Possibly? So I guess that, but then is he no longer part of the tournament? I thought this movie was really going to focus more on the tournament than just saying, hey, here's a continuation of where we left off from, or just here's some more new characters. But either way, I'm not unhappy with it. It does seem a little bit more gold than yellow, but maybe it's just the lighting that they have in the photo, and it'll actually show to be a little bit more yellow when we see it on screen. Now, I pretty much have told you all my thoughts about the picture. I'm hoping that this particular film actually turns out to be really, really good. I feel like I'm going to end up telling my kids or my grandkids later on in life that Enter the Dragon was Mortal Kombat, and that's the only real Mortal Kombat film that we got, because literally that's exactly what Mortal Kombat was. I mean, basically it's a tournament on an island with a bunch of different characters of all different martial arts states, and then they have to fight a big bad Asian character who has some nefarious plan, and then the island is falling apart or gets destroyed, and I guess in Mortal Kombat's sake, you know the universe is at stake, our realm. But that is Mortal Kombat. I'm really, really hoping that this is something that they really make into Mortal Kombat and not just make it in a movie, which is people that represent characters in a game that and the storyline is completely different. I know the first one, it has a lot of backlash with the talismans and then not really getting off to going anywhere. It spent a lot of time they're trying to make them the characters as opposed to really getting into the story. Other things that I was thinking about this that kind of have to do with the picture, I can't wait until we see Kung Lao. Like, is he coming back as dead? He's on the cast. Cole, what did they do with that particular character? I want to see what they're going to do specifically with him, because I feel like he was a voice in the eyes of the audience, but they could have done that with Johnny Cage. Which, we're going back to this whole thing, and it's like, you can make him Johnny Cage. Why did they not make Louis Tan Johnny Cage? I do not know. But that's all I got to say about this particular video. I will do another one of these when the actual trailer drops, so be on the lookout for that, and hopefully it is not right as I post this video, so I have to turn around and do this again and tell you everything that I just talked about, and then just criticize it some more. All right, so with that being said, you guys take care. Wait, guys, are you still here? I'm glad you're still here. All right, so if you look down, it's somewhere over here. Look down. We actually have a Patreon. So if you guys watch the show and you really like what we want to do and you want to help support the show and you want to help me get an editor so I can get to sleep at night because I'm really tired and you guys see all my mistakes in the episodes. So please go to patreon.com/thegoods. Give us a penny, give us a nickel, give us $1.
Just don't give us the finger.
Don't do that. But make sure you do donate something, because we do have some giveaways. There's posters, there's t-shirts.
I'll I'll sign something for you.
Exactly. So take a look, guys, and help us out. We appreciate it.